Good morning, everyone. Ho ho, not morning where you're at? That's okay, because you can have eggs for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Welcome to episode 83 of Three Eggs Are Better Than One. I am Brad Stanton, along with Brian Haremza and Matt M. I want to thank all of you for the positive feedback from last week. That's what we're talking about. Those are the comments we were looking for. And Brian did a great job talking about the so many crushes that we've had over the time that apparently we still have. If it is your first time listening to the show, we like to keep it positive, and we have what's called Sunny Side Up. That is our good news of the week. And this week it's Matt. What do you got for us, Matt?
Our longtime listener, Jimmy James C., who also provides our music, pointed out we missed Kelly Kapowski. What an obvious swing and a miss. I mean,
Those are my crush.
I was certainly age appropriate for that.
So was I. She's not
Yeah,
my crush. I was a Jesse guy.
yeah. I mean, come on.
She had the body. She was tall. She was
That
smoking. She
sounds
fit the
like you
jeans well.
you're retconning that situation in your life.
No,
Plus, then she went on to being in a couple of nicer roles.
that's it. Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
Heyo.
There it
Nice.
is. There's the reason.
Nicer. Um, okay, so guys, this will come as no surprise, but I'm an idiot. And maybe we're all idiots. And maybe our listeners are idiots. Because yes, I did throw in our notes, I threw a new topic which made its way into last week's outline where I read I wrote and performed a poem. And that topic was called Seuss eggs. Well, what kind of idiot calls it Seuss eggs when it's right there in front of your face? Green eggs. Hello? Green eggs and ham, Dr. Seuss? No, nobody thought of this? The
Don't
three
we
of
already have
us?
a don't we already have a green eggs
Didn't we
topic?
have a green eggs topic?
Did
Did
you
we
already
have it?
eliminate it from the out from
Oh,
the
is that the situation? It's a
Yeah, I think that
retired.
is.
Yeah,
So
that's a
it was
retired topic.
oh well, now we're
There's
reinstating it.
you can't recycle
Oh, we
topics.
we are
As the
reinst. It's already
as the
done.
one guy who always changes the topics on the sheet, I can understand why you'd want to bring it back out now.
It's already on there. That's
Oh
it.
wow.
Stamped it.
Can't
Stamped
change
it.
it.
Can't change it. Um, and now, Brad, I noticed on the outline that you will be discussing expired eggs later. I was going to talk about very briefly an expired egg situation. Should I
Yeah,
not?
it's fine. There's no way this was anything you were gonna do.
Okay. It's not. Okay. I'm just going to say it. R.I.P. Brenda Fricker. Do you even know
Damn
who?
it! No, I'm kidding.
That would have been great.
Do you even know who that is?
No.
No.
Okay. It's the pigeon lady from Home Alone 2. Now, that's the only thing that I know her as.
Mhm.
But did you know she actually won an Oscar in 1990 for that movie My Left Foot, which I never actually saw, which I know Daniel Day-Lewis also won an Oscar for. Best Supporting Actress she won. This lady won an Oscar, and then she's the pigeon lady? That's like the worst character in movie history, the pigeon lady.
What? No.
Horrible.
No.
Terrible.
Well, Bryant, yeah, all right. He's speaking figuratively.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's not a good character.
Not a good character. It's not the worst character. No,
Not the
Not a
worst
good
character, but
there are worse characters.
Well, anywho's, she passed away, so in real life, rest in peace. And finally, another expired egg. Remember last week, I I love lamp, right? I had this brand new lamp, very fond
Yeah.
of it, very excited, still cruising along. A small bedside lamp that I have had since 1998 when I was in high school. I remember using it like at like my home desk for homework. And I think I previously talked about the light bulb in there. I had the same light bulb in there from like 1998 until like last year. And it's this weird, outdated type of bulb that they don't even make anymore. And I had a spare bulb. So the first bulb lasted about 25 years, and the second bulb lasted 1 year.
yeah.
And yeah, I was trying to find a replacement, and it's like not even worth it. So we
So
did
the
a
bulbs
little-
worked so well that the company went out of business.
So we did a little words of goodbye words. Had a little quick ceremony outside of the trash can, and we got rid of the lamp, and we got a more modern sort of touch lamp. So
Well, Sorry for your
Sorry for your
loss.
loss. Yeah.
You know, the universe giveth and the universe taketh away.
So if I may ask, you say it's a touch lamp. Are you talking like you touch it and it like brightens, or is it
Yeah, I'm not a
just
fan of that.
Yeah, if you touch the top of it, it cycles through different levels of brightness, and then after that, it goes through different colors, and you could
Yeah.
just camp out on whatever one you want. It's
Well,
nice. It's convenient.
I think we've officially hit rock bottom. Uh,
I mean, I explore the depths of my life here, guys.
anything else, Matthew?
That is all.
All right. Mine is going to be one sentence. Today I ate Taco Bell. Many sentences. I don't normally eat fast food. I try to stay away from it, but I really wanted to have it. And then I remembered after I already ordered it, what's going on with Taco Bell right now with their supplier and the lettuce and everything like that. So I ate it anyway because I thought, this probably would be the safest time to eat this because I believe they got a new supplier and they're double checking things. Happy to report, I feel just fine. Sunny side up.
All right.
that's a win right there, folks?
That is a win. That is a win. I like Taco Bell. I think it was better back
Yeah.
in the day. I remember, I'm a little older than you gentlemen, but I remember at one time a 39 to 49 cent taco. You could go there,
Oh,
buy 5 tacos, and be like $2 and some change. It was insane.
Yeah, I feel like when the first one opened around here, a taco was like 69 or 79
Yeah.
cents. I remember when my White Castle sliders were 41 cents.
Now it's $12 for 4 tacos.
No.
Yeah, $3 a piece, 279 plus tax.
mm.
No way.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm
Taco,
in a very, very,
taco,
highfalutin
taco
area.
Supreme.
Yeah.
I don't do
Maybe a
Supremes.
taco Supreme.
That brings us to you, Bryant. Where are you going this week?
I'm going to be honest with you guys. It has not been a very sunny side up week for me. It has been a very bad work week that has kind of just drained into my personal life. So I'm going to pick something that's a nerd in me to be sunny side up about, and that is the return of WWE radio. It used to be a thing back in the 90s. They had it was with Jim Ross, the Gorilla Monsoon. They would do commentary during the shows. He would have this radio broadcast that they would do. And then it just went away because naturally, radio died essentially. And, also people just thought it wasn't there. I know we've talked about it on the show here. Busted Open Radio has been a thing with Sirius XM. And now WWE has bought into it. It is now going to be the WWE channel. And they're going to do the shows again. They're going to have live radio broadcasts. They're going to be at all these events. So now for someone who is out and about so much, I can, I guess, pay for Sirius. I have no idea. I will not have to pay for it, but I would listen to the channel to know that I could be out and about, throw in an earbud, and be able to listen to the events again rather than miss a show. I think that's kind of fun. So sunny side up on getting to listen
Yeah.
again and hear something different.
I can't imagine a Sirius subscription is all that expensive, and I'm
I asked
pretty
Brad.
sure
I'm sure he
No,
has it.
it's
So.
not
they're
expensive.
they're definitely one of those companies that's like when you go to cancel, they're like, I tell you what, here's another 19 months for $1.
I think most people have it. Well, all right.
I
Most people
don't have it.
experience it because it does come with a new car.
Yeah.
And even
Yeah.
even a certified pre-owned car. Like it just comes with it if you buy it from a dealership.
Yeah, that's happened to me. We would
Yeah.
have it
Yeah.
for the
So I mean, did people
introductory
try it?
period.
And that's what happened to us. We tried it, and my wife just kept getting it.
Yeah.
No, I get that. But yeah,
That
no,
is-
I just think it's going to be something interesting now that we're going to have radio wrestling again.
So then let's go right into my hard boiled because this was going to be on my hard boiled list. So to explain to everybody at home what this is, Sirius XM has a channel. It was called 20 Fight Nation 24/7. Originally, Busted Open started as a 1 hour a week show. Started by Dave LaGreca and another gentleman that's not with them anymore. 1 hour a week, and it was on Fight Network maybe at the time. I don't know. They might have changed it over the years. I'm not sure. Well, it went from 1 hour a week to 5 days a week, 3 hours a day, to every single day, to an entire network that he basically created, or on this one channel. It's so impressive because he was laughed at. He left his job at the bank to do this, and now everybody's up in arms because he talks about everything. He talks about WWE, he talks about AEW, he talks about TNA, and now everybody thinks that they're not going to be able to do that because it's called the WWE, radio network, whatever it's called. I have news for everyone. This station is still owned by Sirius. Dave LaGreca didn't own the show. Everybody's like, "Oh, Dave sold out. He's deep pockets." Dave does not own the show. He brought the show to Sirius, and he's paid by Sirius. I think it's still busted open. Is going to be busted open. They're going to talk about everything. And then what the WWE network did, or WWE did, was added their shows to this, and he's had them on. He has superstars on all the time, and it's grown to where he never had them on, to now he always has them on. So I think people just need to sit back and just see that. I mean, he said very clearly today that nothing's going to change except you're going to have more content. He didn't actually mention AEW, didn't mention TNA, but I'm going to tell you who he's sitting next to: Dolph Ziggler, now Nick Nemeth, who's a host on the show. He's the TNA world champion. So everybody needs to relax. A little hard boiled at everybody how angry they got. Believe me, I was surprised, and they did put the WWE name on it. But I do think, though, what I do think will change is maybe some of their criticisms of WWE will maybe be a little lightened. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we'll see about that. But he still got these people on the show, even though he criticized.
Yeah.
But Nemeth is associated with TNA, which is still associated with WWE. So that
But they're not owned by them.
That doesn't prove anything, though.
Even in the press release, it shouted out Nick Nemeth. It shouted out Jinder Mahal, whose name I cannot pronounce, and I apologize. But it even shouted out the show that he does, and he's not associated with TNA, WWE, or anybody. And it promoted his show on the
Also,
WWE
they do
press
an
release.
After Dark as well,
Yeah.
which means that they watch a show and then they do an immediate show. And they did do an AEW reaction show last night. So they knew. It's not like today they just said, "Oh, by the way, guess what?" No, they knew yesterday.
Mhm.
So, and it's not officially till Monday, but I think everybody just needs to wait and see. Let's just wait and see. My wife's away. She's in Chicago for work. Always seems to be gone. She got a burger at a restaurant and there were pickles on it, and they were unadvertised sweet pickles. Bread and butter, sweet pickles, unadvertised. Now, I have said this on the show before that I don't like sweet pickles. Matt, you said you don't mind them. But I don't think you should never, ever not tell somebody that it's a completely different taste. And if you're putting sweet pickles on a burger, and this is Chicago, this isn't down south or anything like that where maybe the food's a little different. Chicago, Illinois. Still pickles, please, or otherwise stated.
Exactly.
All right, I have commentary. First of all, forget about pickles or the type of pickles. And did it say that they were going? I need clarification. Did it state that they would be pickles?
Yes.
Okay. That's a gray area there.
I pulled the menu up.
If it didn't
because when
mention
she told me this
pickles,
information, I want to make sure she didn't just misread.
If it didn't mention pickles, and then any kind of pickle were on there, I'd have a problem with that because, hey, I'm about to put this in my mouth. I'd like to know exactly what's on it. Like,
Yeah.
one time I ordered a burger or something, and there was like some sort of sauce on it, which was not on the menu. And I'm like, you can't do that.
You have to call the burger something else at that point. Like you can't, because you just have to have the regular cheeseburger. You can't just put a special sauce on it without saying what it is. Like a Big Mac is a Big Mac. We all know, but they announce it. I agree. Finally, Matt, and this is something you could help me with. You said you've been to about 75 Fish concerts. Do you remember what you paid for the first one?
Would have been 2003. It was probably in the neighborhood of 40 or $50.
Yeah, and now it's a fraction of what you pay now, correct?
Well, it's plenty more expensive, but in the grand scheme of things, it's about 150 now, which is
not too bad.
Pretty low compared to a lot of top acts out there.
Okay, so I'm trying to go to Morgan Wallen with my wife, and we're going to go down to the show at Lincoln Financial Field, but we don't have tickets yet because nothing that is a decent seat at all is less than $700. And okay, I'm learning to live with that. We're probably going to try to do that, right before the concert price. If it's not a ticket that we want to buy, we're not going to buy. We're just going to have a good time down there. But there's also Zach Brown is in the Camden coming up in the end of August, and I've seen Zach Brown twice. Band twice, and it's an excellent show. Now they have regular seats, and then they have like lawn seats. I'm done with lawn seats. Okay, I've outgrown lawn seats. The last lawn seats I went to was in 2016, and it was Luke Bryan. Now, the reason I'm saying all this is because those seats in 2016 for the lawn were $30. Okay, I would say Luke Bryan, maybe even Zach Brown. even to maybe Luke Brown a little more popular, or Luke Bryan a little more popular, the lawn seats for Zach Brown are $200. In
What
10
the fuck?
years, it has gone almost what?
That's the face value from
Yeah,
Ticketmaster.
yeah.
That's not a
Jesus.
resale. You're
No, it is not
positive.
resale. There are still tickets available. You don't sell out Camden. I don't feel like you sell out Camden very often. Now that could go down. I don't
Yeah.
know, but that is
That's
ridiculous.
insane.
That is ridiculous.
Um, that's a lot. I mean, supply and demand. I also think that, Ticketmaster lost so much money in the pandemic that this is how they're making up for it is by just fucking with us as much as possible.
I didn't pay that
So,
much for the regular seats to Zach
yeah.
Brown band maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah. The lawn sucks. I have a good Camden Fish lawn story
Of course you would.
if you're interested.
Well, I mean, I don't think we have an option now, so go ahead.
Yeah.
So many moons ago, they were playing a festival in Vermont. It was actually their last show at the time. It was their breakup show in 2004.
They broke up? What?
They broke up for like 5 years.
Okay.
So the festival was in Vermont on, let's say, a Saturday, Sunday. And 2 days prior, their last regular tour date was at Camden, which is Camden, New Jersey. It's near Philly on the other side of the water. Kind of far from my house, but I've been there a bunch of times. And I was going to the festival with two other friends, but only one friend had a ticket to the Camden show 2 nights prior. But it was all one trip. So the third friend came with us and we wasn't able to get a ticket. And we left him in the parking lot. He's like, I'll try to get a ticket. If not, then just meet me at the car after the show. He's still going to go to the festival. So we're on the lawn. We get to where we're going to be on the lawn. And I'm like, wouldn't it be cool? His name was Kenny. So wouldn't it be cool if like Kenny ended up getting this ticket and like found us on the lawn? As soon as I finish that sentence, the lights go down for the band to start, and Kenny walks right up to us. He had gotten a ticket in the parking lot, and without any communication, found us on the lawn.
It really is amazing because I have gone to those concerts also without like the kind of pre-phone time, like,
Yeah.
and you do find each other. It's
Mhm.
That
amazing
that
that we were able to
lawn,
find each other without constant communication. But
that
that is a
lawn
sea of
is
people.
Oh, I
huge.
can imagine.
It is a sea of people.
That lawn is very, very, very big.
I've seen people have sex on that lawn.
Yeah.
What?
I was actually at the Luke Bryan show.
That
So
does not surprise
when
me
I
now.
decided that maybe I was a little too old for
So
this.
that sex is a lot more expensive these days.
Yeah, it is. You got to pay for that sex. That's a good story, Matt. Which brings us to hatching, which is we always love doing this, is what we're watching. So this week, Matt, what are you watching?
Man, more Matt?
Well, Matt,
Brian,
you intercepted my topic,
I
so
did. I interrupted.
You did.
I absolutely interrupted. Were you done? Is all your
oh
boiled
yeah, I'm done. I'm
hard,
done. I went to
hard,
hatching.
hard boiled out? Okay, Brian, are you going to talk about a movie that we both saw recently?
I am not, because I
Okay.
figured you were going to talk about this.
Well, let's come back to that. I'd like to talk about Apple. I've been watching Cape Fear, which is a series based on the movie. It was actually a book and then two movies. The latest movie being Robert De Niro, directed by Martin Scorsese. I think it's a movie a lot of people like, very scary sort of character. And I think the Bray Wyatt character said that there was some influence from that character because you're just kind of like this creepy, scary guy. So the series is executive produced by both Scorsese and Steven Spielberg. You would think it's pretty good. It's not good.
Mm.
It's bad. It's corny. The writing is shit. It has huge actors in it.
As always.
Javier Bardem is the villain, who's obviously a great villain. We know he's a great villain in a lot of things. And then the main couple is Amy Adams and Patrick Wilson. That's
Ugh.
extremely well-established actors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The show sucks.
You
Have you
finishing
guys
it?
seen it?
No,
No.
I thought about it and I decided not to.
It's so I know I know I'm not really liking something when their use of music is trying to influence how I feel about the scene instead of the action of the scene influencing how I feel about the scene. Like, oh, I'm supposed to feel scared now because of that music or sympathetic or something. I didn't like it. Speaking of Steven Spielberg, I did see his latest film, Disclosure Day, which I was kind of excited to see, and damn it, I was a little disappointed.
Hmm.
It's not bad, but the guy's pretty old. I feel like with everything he's done in his career with Aliens, right? There's E.T. and Close Encounters and other things. He had a chance to like kind of put a bookend on his career, that sci-fi piece of his career with this cool story. And again, pretty big cast. Um, Emily Blunt is the star, who I think is awesome. I'm kind of blanking actually on who's in it, but there's plenty of people in the movie. Um, and it was like this story idea is like really, really, really good. I just don't think the execution was like an A plus. I don't know.
I want to see it.
It's
I've heard
worth
good things.
seeing. It's
Yeah,
worth seeing. Why
yeah,
can I
Sue's
not think
very
of
excited
can I
for it.
not think of
So
who the male lead is? I'm totally blanking on it. Oh, it's what's his name? Josh O'Connor. You know him
Hmm,
if you saw him probably.
sure.
mm.
He was in the last Knives Out movie. Um, and the first scene, and I remember this when they were shooting it a couple years ago, whenever they shot it, is actually at a wrestling match, like an indie wrestling match, and Lance Archer is the wrestler.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
And finally, because I've
Wow.
been watching a lot of shit, guys.
Wow.
Mm.
I don't know how you have the time.
Yesterday, I went to IMAX to see The Odyssey,
Hmm,
and it was just really good. Christopher
I
Nolan,
bet.
Yeah.
epic. There's this 70 millimeter film print that is like impossible to get a ticket to in New York City. There's like one theater in like 100 miles that even, there's like 25 theaters in the country that can even show that version of it. Was not able to get a ticket to that, but there's a digital IMAX near me that I went to, and it was great. Epic movie, great story. I remember reading the story, the poem, I guess, when I was like in like sixth or seventh grade or something, and thought it was really cool. It's this exotic adventure, and everybody knows little bits and pieces of it, the Cyclops and the sirens and all that. And no spoilers, you've only had 3,000 years to read the poem.
I've read the poem.
But it's good stuff. And of course, Christopher Nolan, I think we all love an awful lot. And I give it 3 eggs out of 3.
Three eggs. It's better
Yeah.
than one. So very good, Matt. I wasn't planning on talking about this show, and I didn't even think I was gonna be able to watch it. Because so it's Dark Side of the Ring. It's a show about the dark side of wrestling, like the stuff that maybe you didn't hear about. So it's not about the matches so much as it is the down and dirty. So it's on Vice, and Vice is not part of the YouTube TV subscription, so you really can't get it. But for some reason, YouTube had all three episodes.
They just put
Uh,
everything on YouTube.
Yeah, they
yeah,
they premiere it and then throw it on YouTube right away. Yeah.
yeah. So they were there, and like I said, Sue's out of town. Not, she might have liked it anyway. She does kind of like the documentaries. So I each night, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I watched one of them. I've made it clear on this show before how much of a Jeff Jarrett fan I am, wrestler Jeff Jarrett. I've met him. I've told the story already about how I basically said goodnight to him and his wife in the hallway, and then all of a sudden he's out hitting someone over the head with a guitar, and I remember just looking at me saying, Brad Stanton, this is Karen Jarrett." It's just it's special. It's special for me. So this was about him. The first episodes are about him and TNA, which is Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. From the time he left WWE, he started a new promotion called TNA, and so the show's just about that and the ins and outs of all of it and all the stuff he went through to do it. There's a lot of great people in this doing interviews. Dixie Carter, unfortunately, who's one of the became one of the owners later, was not in it. And really, I'll tell you, she comes from money. It's a Carter family, big money. And she really took over, and they did not make her look very good at all. I wish she would have had a voice in this. I think Jeff tried to be nice because I think he's diplomatic. You know what I mean? But a lot of people just didn't. Not that they didn't like her. I shouldn't say they didn't like her. They didn't like her running the business. Hulk Hogan in this is mentioned in this a lot because that was the time when these were a lot of young wrestlers. It was different. It was the alternative. And here we are now with Hulk Hogan, who is the past. And he brings along with him Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff does do interviews in this. Eric Bischoff, I don't know if they framed him this way, but he a lot of distaste for TNA when he was there. He did not like it. They got rid of the six-sided ring, which was something that went on in TNA. They had six sides of the ring. I mean, it was neat. It was different, but they got rid of that. They brought in a lot of older wrestlers. So it became like that WCW vibe again, where everybody from WWE was now like WWF was now there. They went head to head with WWE on a night. It was supposed to be the alternative, and like you had Vince Russo in this. Vince Russo is one of the writers from WWE, from WCW, really eccentric, crazy kind of guy. I enjoy him, but I don't know if I could have worked with him. The Hardys, the Steiners. You feel bad for Jeff Jarrett. He loses his wife, and she dies. And I'm telling you, man, Scott Steiner starting to cry on this. They unfortunately no Kurt Angle in this, and that was another big part of the show was the Kurt Angle, Karen Angle, Jeff Jarrett love triangle. Now, Jeff is married. It was so interesting, but I thought who really stole the show was Awesome Kong, this large wrestler. Um, Wrestling fan or not wrestling fan, this is the business of wrestling. It's like behind the scenes. It's like any other documentary or drama. You're gonna like it. It's very little ring action here. It's just what went on behind the scenes, what kind of money they had, what kind of money they didn't have, people getting hired, people getting fired, people taking things into their own hands on air. Really enjoyed it, and highly recommend.
No, it's fantastic, and I loved how they didn't try to cram it all into one episode.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that's what happens is with Dark Side, they try to get as much in that hour episode as possible. This was the perfect story and the perfect thing to branch out into multiple episodes, and it was perfectly done. Was spreading it out that way.
And they also Scott Demore, I want to mention him as well. Someone who
Oh
was
yeah.
in TNA wrestling and then called Impact Wrestling for such a long time. It was great to hear his voice in that. Another great guy. But Matt, you haven't had a chance yet, right?
No, and I watched it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
no, very, very good stuff. I mean, I've watched every episode of that series, of course. And some I care a lot more about than others. First of
Sure.
all, it's something that I lived through in my time I'm alive and was watching, then I care more, and that certainly was. And we know a lot about Jeff because of the podcasts and everything that we were part of. And did you? Probably not, Brad, but so Conrad, our podcast host that we've mentioned, and Jeff and Karen did reaction shows on what used to be ad-free shows, Ring Classics now.
Yeah.
And they did like an hour after the first two-parter and then another hour after part three. Absolutely worth listening to those
Yeah, I
two
don't have the
hours.
subscription anymore, unfortunately, for that. But
It's on YouTube.
oh, okay.
It's on the My World with Jeff Jarrett YouTube channel.
I wouldn't be surprised if they released that stuff anyway.
I
It's
could see
on.
them doing
I'm
it.
Yeah.
telling you, it's there for free.
Gotcha.
It's perfect companion pieces, and you get, I think, a little bit more openness from both of them, good and bad. Karen especially, and and you could tell how significant all of those happenings were to them because they're very emotional. It's
Mhm.
real.
Yeah, I like Karen a lot.
Me
I,
too.
I think she's great.
She was great as
She's
a
so genuine.
performer.
She's so genuine. She is real. She is real. She's not she can play a good part too, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
she's very good on that show. So I
Oh,
recommend it to
absolutely.
everybody. Dark
Yeah,
Side
one
of
of
the
those.
Ring, the newest season, 1, 2, and 3, highly recommend.
Yeah.
She's one of those type of people that was like adjacent to the business because of her personal life, and then the drama in her life led her to be an on-screen character that she nailed.
Yeah, nailed
Yeah.
it.
No, they're perfect.
Well, thank you guys. Bryant.
Well, I watched a couple things here. I had watched this amazing movie, but I figured Matt was going to talk about it, so I did no research to make sure we were going to for it.
No research needed.
Yeah, no research needed. But I'm also going to talk about a little show that just came out on Netflix. It's called The Hawk. It stars Will Ferrell as a down on his luck golfer. He used to
Mm.
be the biggest golfer in the world, and then it just fell apart because of his party lifestyle and what he did. And it's about him trying to make a comeback because he's one major short of winning the career Grand Slam. And so he wants to come back to try to win this Grand Slam. compete against his son who is on the tour. And when he comes out of retirement, his rival comes back. It's a funny show. It's the Will Ferrell comedy aspect that everybody enjoys with Will Ferrell. Molly Shannon's in this. Chris Parnell. Molly Shannon plays his ex-wife. Chris Parnell plays the PGA director who doesn't want him on the tour because he remembers who he was. You got Luke Wilson in here playing his golf rival
As always.
from the past. Of course, they're always together. It's fun for me because as a person who enjoys golf, it's great to see golf getting a show about itself. But having the Will Ferrell comedy aspect just makes it even funnier. And I appreciate the show just because, like I said, the Will Ferrell, I'm a huge fan of Will Ferrell movies as well. So to see him kind of do like a series because it's a 10 episode series as well, really funny. I've enjoyed it, and I've pretty much watched it once, and I'll probably watch it again.
Yeah, I want to watch it. I think this is kind of right up Will Ferrell's alley.
Yes.
It's just something like I just with what he did with like Semi-Pro and
Mhm.
Blaze of Glory and Ricky Bobby, Talladega Nights. It just felt natural to see him doing this to me.
Oh, absolutely. Matt, have you seen it?
He's
Or
not
have you
interested.
heard of it?
Brian, I'm very glad that you like it.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode and I hated it and I removed it from my watch history.
Does not surprise me. Does not surprise me at all.
I like Will Ferrell. I mean, the movies that Brad just listed and many more, and SNL, very entertaining.
Mhm.
But he's got misses too. I mean, all comedians are, they don't enter. Adam Sandler. I could probably name 5 movies that are in my top 20 comedies ever, but he's also got 20 movies that I've never even fucking seen because
Yeah.
they're going to be awful, you know?
Mhm.
I just think he's past his prime. I don't know that like he's got like that like aloof jerkish humor in this, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't know about that.
All right.
Um,
Well,
if I may say something else, I was going to bring this up at a future point in time, but it's going to fit right here. A few episodes ago, I talked about twin releases. So there was going to be a callback because this year The Hawk comes out. It's Will Ferrell and it's Luke Wilson, and it's about an aging golf pro trying to make a comeback, just like you just said, right?
Mhm.
Well, what came out last year on Apple? A
pitch,
show called Stick.
stick. Damn
Stick,
it.
yeah.
With the same premise starring Owen Wilson.
Starring a
Yeah.
Wilson. Yep. Yep.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. I was thinking that, and I heard that was
What?
pretty good.
So I also watched the first episode of that and stopped watching it. I I just
Because
the
you hate
shows
golf. I
start
know.
and
I get it.
it's not has nothing to do with hating golf. The premise, I've seen the premise 5,000 times before. The premise of everything Owen Wilson is ever in is he's trying to shyster his way through something that he's not qualified for, you know?
Mhm.
And that's kind of what that was.
Awesome.
But the movie that me and Brian saw, you may have heard of, it's called Obsession. And it was and still is a huge box office success, kind of out of
Huge.
nowhere. Very low budget movie
Mhm.
that's made hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. It's a horror movie, and I'm not going to say too much about it, other than if you like horror movies, I am sure you would love this one. I loved it, and the female lead, who to me is an unknown until now, and apparently is dating Leonardo DiCaprio, who's twice her age. She should absolutely get an Oscar nomination for a horror movie for this performance. She was
Yeah, I'm
amazing.
gonna see it.
Completely agree. Completely agree. It's a
It's the
fantastic movie.
movie the movie. Sometimes I watch a movie, I go to bed, and then like 4 days later, I'm like, oh yeah, I watched that movie the other day. Obsession, ironically, couldn't stop thinking about it for days.
And we texted back and forth about it for several days.
Several
Yes.
days.
Several days. Well, thank you guys. I don't know if we can do that again. Wait, that was long.
I
Jeez.
haven't even gotten to my omelet yet.
I mean, we are in big trouble right now.
Big
Yeah.
trouble.
I'll be
That brings
quick,
us
don't worry.
to unclaimed eggs, which is you, Bryant. Which
I got to go
is
back to back. Look at me go here.
What is unclaimed eggs? And who writes an outline when someone goes back to back?
yeah, you know what? Just
Yeah. Unclaimed eggs are unexplained experiences. So, the year's 2018. I want to go to WrestleMania. WrestleMania happens to be in New Orleans. Sue wants to go to New Orleans, but she has a catch. I'll go to WrestleMania. I'll do all the wrestling stuff. I want to go to the Myrtles Plantation. What is the Myrtles Plantation? It's located in St. Francis, Louisiana, or St. Francisville, Louisiana. It's a historic 1796 estate widely recognized as one of America's most haunted homes. Famous for ghostly legends, basically, notably, the spirit of an enslaved girl named Chloe. The property offers tours. It's a bed and breakfast. You can stay there. Um, this place has been featured on Ghost Hunters, Unsolved Mysteries, and basically, it's the story of Chloe, an enslaved woman who allegedly poisons the Woodruff family, who owns the house at the time, using a cake, basically to poison them out, take over the home, become the new homeowner. Um, People have always said they see the ghosts and all this. Sue loves this stuff, so I want to go to WrestleMania. So naturally, I'll give in. Sure, we'll go. Whatever. What I didn't realize is we would stay there. I just thought this was a tour. You go at night. It's a ghost tour or whatever. No, we stay there. Now, naturally, everyone there is expecting some ghostly apparition, something to happen, whatever. I go to bed. Not that I don't care. I just don't care. Also, whatever. At one point, they say that at a certain time at night is when you kind of see most of these spirits, apparitions, whatever. You hear the phenomenon. I'm in bed, and I'm a terrible sleeper anyway, so I wake up constantly. As it says with the outline, it's unexplained. I can't tell you why, can't tell you how, can't tell you anything. I'm laying on my side, and I just feel the bed start going down, like there's steps or like somebody's pushing down the bed. I open my eyes. Sue is across from me in the bed. But I feel the bed moving, like steps are behind me. And at one point, I'm again laying on my side. I can feel the bed go down. So like it's like I'm hovering off the bed because somebody's standing there. Can't explain it. I immediately turn around. Obviously, nothing's there. Still don't know. Still can't explain it. Maybe I saw a ghost. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm insane. Who knows? But the bed moved. Something was happening. Can't explain it.
I think sounds like a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
You should keep going with this and just see what happens again next time you go.
Yes. Because now I do want to go back. Now, see, before I didn't want to go. Now I do.
Did you really not know you were going to sleep there until you were there?
Yeah. I thought it was
that's
just
weird.
weird.
That's the unclaimed egg for me.
Yeah. I thought we were just doing a tour because we'd been doing tours of other things that I thought, oh, this is just a tour. And then she's like, no, I already booked the room. We're staying. And I'm like, oh,
yeah.
awesome.
I'm out on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary. And also, you say the word tour strangely.
Tour?
Tour. Like, you say it like it's almost two syllables. Tour.
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 Two Oz. All right. Very good, Bryant. Scary. Which brings us to the omelet, which I believe is company slogans, Matthew.
Company slogans. We are going to make a game out of this and we're going to have some fun. How well do you know your company slogans?
I wrote some down myself, but I didn't know what we're supposed to be doing.
And I think that even our viewers and listeners, maybe they can play along in their, as they're listening. So here's what we're going to do. I made a list of company slogans that maybe we know, maybe we don't know. Some are very well known, some are lesser known. But I divided them into 3 sections. So here's what we're going to do. Player 1 is going to go on their own first. So I'm going to say the slogan. You're going to tell me the company. If you don't know it, just say I don't know, and then the other person can try to take it. And then player 2 will go. And then for the last group, I'll just say it, and whoever blurts it out first. So this way everybody gets a chance to. So who wants to go first?
Bryant.
I'll go first, yeah.
Bryant's going to go first. I'm going to give you an example of something I'm not going to use. Like K Jewelers, every kiss begins with K. It says K right in there.
It does.
I'm not going to use something like that. Okay. And again, some of these are going to be pretty obvious.
Yeah, I'm going to be an idiot. I'm already having a bad memory.
I'm going to fail miserably.
All right, Bryant. Here's a layup for starters. Just do it.
Oh, that would be Nike.
That's Nike.
What a bunch of bullshit that was.
Quicker picker-upper.
Who's Bounty?
This, me or him? Oh, him.
Bounty, correct. Belong anywhere.
Belong anywhere?
Belong anywhere.
I have no idea.
Brad?
Viagra?
What?
Belong anywhere.
It's
Yeah.
terrible, dude.
I don't know.
Airbnb.
Oh, okay.
Let's go places.
Toyota.
No, it's not your turn.
I had that one written down, though. I had to do it.
No, Toyota. There we go.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
That would be Geico.
Think different,
Adidas? I don't know. Shit.
Brad.
Um, I don't remember.
Apple.
Hmm.
Oh.
The world on time.
Rolex.
Nope, Brad.
IMAX.
FedEx.
Hmm.
You had
What?
the X. You had the X
Yeah.
part, right? You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Oh God, I know this one too. Mm, just yeah.
Men's Warehouse.
Men's Warehouse.
God, yeah,
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty.
yeah. It's
Liberty,
Brad.
Liberty,
liberty,
It's not your fucking
Liberty,
liberty,
turn,
mutual
Brad.
Liberty.
insurance.
It's
Yeah,
not your turn, Brad.
It was my turn. I thought once he lost, I win.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
this
come
whole
on,
batch,
Matt.
this whole batch is Bryant goes first. Can you
Okay.
hear me now?
Can you hear me now? That's Verizon.
Expect more, pay less.
Pay less.
No,
Oh, I thought I could get that
Brad
one.
for the steal.
Um, TJ Maxx.
Target.
Hmm.
No.
It's Bryant's turn. See what see what's next.
Uh, Glasses Company.
Brad.
What is it?
See what's next.
I don't know.
Netflix.
Really?
How do I not know that?
All right, this one should be easy. Gives you wings.
Oh, that's Red Bull.
And Brian's last one, the ultimate driving machine.
Oh, it's a tank. That's an ultimate driving
It is
machine.
not a tank. Brad, you
No.
should know it.
Cadillac.
No, dude. BMW.
Huh.
Okay, now it's Brad's turn to go
I just had to
first.
answer that properly.
Now it's
Yes,
Brad.
smart.
I understand. Brad's gonna go first.
Oh boy.
What can Brown do for you?
UPS.
Bringing the world closer.
Um, uh,
It's funny how obvious some of them are in retrospect.
T-Mobile. No.
Bryant.
AT&T.
Zoom.
Hmm.
What?
Bringing the
Oh,
world closer.
Wow. As we're doing Zoom.
as we're doing a Zoom, yeah.
You rule.
Um, Burger King.
Correct. Once you pop, you can't stop.
Once you pop, you can't stop. I don't remember.
What? Bryant.
As Pringles.
Pringles.
I don't. I'm more of
Okay,
a
here's an
late
easy one,
stackers
Brad.
guy.
Eat fresh. Come on,
Chipotle.
Bryant.
It'd be Subway.
Yeah.
Subway. The safer, easier way to pay.
Um, PayPal.
Correct. Think outside the bun.
Um, Taco Bell.
Second reference of the day. You're in good hands.
Allstate.
Save money, live better.
Hmm. Um, Nationwide. No, I don't know.
Bryant.
Capital One?
It's Brad's favorite place, Walmart.
I
Yeah.
almost said that.
Brad, movement that inspires.
Movement that inspires. Mercedes.
Incorrect, Bryant.
Adidas. I don't know.
Kia. Don't leave home without it.
American Express.
Correct. Because you're worth it.
Shit. Um, damn it. I don't know.
Bryant?
CoverGirl.
It's L'Oreal.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Um, McDonald's, right?
Correct. And
Mhm.
last one for Brad. We try harder.
We try harder. I don't know.
Bryant?
The Story of My Life.
It's Avis.
No.
Avis
Oh, I
Rent-A-Car.
hate Avis.
Okay.
I don't
Last
even know what that
last
is.
round. Last round. Just blurt it out. What's in your wallet?
MasterCard. Visa. What?
Discover.
Sorry,
Capital
guys.
One.
Capital One is
Capital
correct.
One. Damn it.
That was easy.
Oh, Staples.
Correct. When you care enough to send the very best.
Hallmark.
Yes.
I was gonna
Nicely
say, look at
done.
Brad go. I just
Nicely
wanted to see
done.
how he could do this. Look at him go.
All right. Find new roads.
Toyota.
Honda.
Ford.
Chevrolet.
Oh,
Mm,
Chevrolet. Keep commerce human.
farmers.
fuck.
Etsy.
What? That is a slogan?
Every flavor welcome. I've never heard this one.
TCBY.
It's DoorDash.
Oh,
Listening is everything.
Beats.
Um, Raycon.
Spotify.
Uh,
Oh.
Go well.
Well Company?
no, I don't know.
Shell.
Hmm.
It's in the game.
EA
Adidas.
Sports.
EA
Oh,
Sports.
duh.
Zoom Zoom.
Ford. I don't know.
It's
It's I don't know.
Brad.
I
It's
don't know.
Mazda. I was
Oh.
expecting Brad to get all the car ones.
I know. I feel so on the spot here.
Taste the rainbow.
Skittles.
Correct. Watch what's on.
Hulu.
Amazon.
Samsung.
Hmm.
Oh.
For the stay.
Comfort Inn.
Close. Hilton.
Yeah.
And finally, quality is our recipe.
Bush's Baked Beans.
No.
Oh.
It is Brad
Pillsbury.
Wendy's.
Oh.
That it is?
It
What?
is?
Yeah.
Failed,
It says it on the sign.
I failed miserably.
Wait a minute. Wait. What? What's that? We have a bonus round?
Oh my God. Of
Oh
course we do.
man.
5 fictional companies.
Oh, great.
How's this going?
Limitless paper in a paperless world.
That's Dunder Mifflin.
It is, in fact, Dunder Mifflin from The Office. The first word in entertainment.
Entertainment 720.
No, I don't know.
Ah.
Prestige Worldwide from Step
Ah,
Brothers.
damn
Mm.
it.
Taste the Family.
No idea.
Los Pollos Hermanos from Breaking Bad.
Wow.
Okay.
Solid as a Rock.
That's not a real one?
That sounds like a real
I
company.
think Like a Rock was
Oh yeah, like a rock.
an old
Mm.
car, Toyota or something. Solid
Yeah.
as a Rock. The Bluth Company from Arrested Development.
Hmm.
And finally, we go places others can't.
I think I know this.
We go places others can't.
Brad would be the one to get this one. if
But I'm
that's a
not.
hint.
I want to. It almost makes it sound like the slogan should be for Planet Express from Futurama, but it's not.
Fictional company.
Right.
It is Oceanic Airlines from
Yeah, I should know that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, guys, you did terribly.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty
we knew we
bad.
would. Knew we
But I
would.
did enjoy that. And Brad, you had something written down?
I just wanted to talk about Camel with some the cigarette company. They had a couple of slogans. I'd walk a mile for a camel. Well, probably not if you're smoking.
Yeah,
But
we're
wait,
smoking. Not happening.
it gets even better. More doctors smoke camels. Thought that was outrageous. And I
Yeah.
did have Toyota Let's Go places. I don't even know what that means. Like, it's just
Go
so
places.
basic. It's so basic.
Yeah.
Great job, Matt. That
I
was
enjoyed
fun.
it.
I would have done more
That was great.
studying if I would have known.
Yeah, I would have studied something.
No, it's just bring it on you.
Yeah, but that just shows how dumb I am. Which brings us to the chicken or the egg, which is preferences. And we're going to go ahead and right back to you, Matt. Boy, who the hell wrote this outline?
No way.
Yeah.
Really? That's not what my outline
You know
says.
why? Because I had Bryant as the omelet.
Hmm.
Screwed it up. I guess I'll go. Feels weird. You know, there's that thing that's like, are you a morning person or a night person, right?
Yeah.
I don't have an answer to that. I mean, I've had plenty of mornings where I can get up and go, and plenty of mornings where I can't do shit. And I've had plenty of nights where I could stay up pretty late, and I've had plenty of nights where I need to go to bed early. Not consistent.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
Not consistent. So that's a bullshit thing. Morning person, night person.
I'm definitely not a morning person. I don't want to be up. I don't want to get up in the morning.
No, absolutely no.
That's the difference. There are people that whistle when they wake up. I'm
And
not that guy.
those people need to be shot.
Yeah.
This is
I think it's the brand new Louis C.K. stand up where he talks about like we wake up every day just like fuck. Like
Yeah.
we're
Nobody wants to start their day.
I have
I
to do
mean,
no.
this again.
remember that Friends episode? Morning is here. Morning, the guy singing
I
like
don't
across.
remember that.
Yeah. Morning's here. All right. Well, very good, Matt.
Yeah.
Kept it
Uh,
short.
mine's going to be something we've already touched on before we even started the episode. I really prefer to record the show on Wednesday instead of Thursday. And it's really just a time issue with me. I get out of work at 8 o'clock on Thursday. We like to, Matt, first thing he says is, let's start at 8:30. Well, I'm not starting at 8:30. I can't start at 8:30. I mean, this is even if I can get out on time. There's so much stress throughout my day thinking, what if I don't get out of this house or this work until 8:15? Then I gotta rush. And then maybe the show doesn't start till 9:15. Brian's already halfway asleep. It stresses me out. It stresses me out to do the show on Thursday. I prefer to do the show on Wednesday. And guess what, folks? Next week, same thing. We're going to do it on Thursday again.
I
And you know what? It's all Matt's fault because he's going to go fishing for the 75th time.
I didn't realize that the category was let's expose the podcast dirty laundry on air.
Well, it's just a preference. I prefer Wednesday over Thursday. And I definitely don't prefer Sunday because it never ends up happening.
That's you know what? I'm calling fucking bullshit on you because I like to do it the day before because then it
I do
sounds
like that.
fresh.
First off,
It
I'm not
does.
sure whose voice that is. Okay, I don't know whose voice that
Sounds
is. I
fresh.
mean, yeah, well, what should I say? That the uncanny. It's just, I mean, it sounds just like me.
I thought I heard Brad twice there.
Anyway, that's all for me. Bryant, what do you have?
Well, as a fun side note to that, the show started on Thursdays, but not the point.
That's right, it did.
Yeah, it's
For
true.
me, this preference isn't necessarily mine, but one that I was yelled at for because it's Sue's. And I think all of our Sue's might agree on this. I don't know. Sue and I went out to eat the other night. And naturally, when you go out, what do they ask? Booth or table? Well, she wasn't paying attention. They asked me, booth or table. And I went, yeah, I don't care. Because I don't. I'll sit at a table. I'll sit at a booth. I'll sit wherever. Just give me a chair and I will sit down. Oh, no. It is booth. Booth every time.
Yeah, Spencer's booth.
Of course.
Now, here's the thing, though. I've gone out with her and she's never said anything before. If we've sat at a table, she doesn't say anything. This time, I get the death glare and the instant reaction of, why did you do this? Why did you say table? And I said, I didn't say table. I just said I don't care because I don't care. And then I got a 10-minute lecture on the drive home about how booth is better. And I don't, to me, I just want to sit down. Doesn't matter if it's booth or table.
How could you not prefer a booth?
Yeah,
I don't care.
yeah,
I really don't. I'll sit at a table.
I don't believe you.
yeah.
I do.
I want the booth. I don't even think there should be tables.
It's all
You
booths.
just want a restaurant of all
All
booths?
yeah, booths. Yeah, let's name it. All booths.
There you
All
go.
booths.
Just name it booth and there
Even
you
the
go.
bar. Even the bar's just long booth.
Yeah, a nice leather booth.
Yes. So,
Red, like a red, like burgundy.
oh, I like that. Yeah.
A,
So, yeah,
a smoking jacket.
that would be great. I would pay to see that. Yes. So, yeah, booth preference.
Which brings us to expired eggs. And Matt, this was inspired by you because when I started going through some slogans, I realized how many expired eggs there are out there. And I started thinking about department stores. I mean, there are still some department stores out there, but many have gone away.
Mhm.
And before we even talk about department stores, we could talk about toy stores. And I'm not counting that new Toys R Us. I don't want to wake up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Toys R Us in Macy's right now is not the same Toys R Us that we grew up with. That is an expired egg. It'll never be back to the way it was. It was a wonderful place to go. Lionel City Kitty turned that frown upside down. There's a lot of toy stores out there that we had. KB Toys, all gone now. But it really this was about department stores. Because I remember as a kid going to a place called Zares. This is they were all pretty much the same, right? There wasn't much difference between them. But if you want to compare, you can do better. You can't do better than Zare. Later, Zares became Ames. So Zares lasted from 1956 to 1990. After that, Ames bought it out, and it lasted from 1958 to 2002. There was also a place called Hills that I would go, and Hills is where the toys are. And that was from 1957 to 1999. You'll notice these dates coincide with something else that comes later. Now, would you consider Kmart an expired egg?
I think it is.
I think
There
it
are
is.
three. I thought it was, and I was actually going to base this whole thing on this. There are still three remaining Kmarts. One in
Really?
the Virgin Islands,
Hmm.
one in Guam, and one in Florida. Now, what was really special about Kmart? Again, department store. They had toys, they had clothes, they had the slushy area. I even think they had Little Caesars pizza in some of them. But what was really fun about it was the blue light special. They actually had a sale while you were shopping. Blue light special on a certain item, and they would let you know that you only have a certain amount of time to buy it, and they would discount that item. I think they should bring that. I think stores should bring that back. I think that sounds like a good time. That
That
gets
would be.
people off Amazon and back in a store. Blue light special.
Meaning like you're walking around with your cart and they make this announcement and you have to redirect and go race after it?
Yeah, let's
What?
go. Let's freaking go.
Have you ever been Black Friday shopping?
Not in many, many years.
I
That
avoid
sounds
that.
like a Black Friday special
Yeah,
of
that
just
sounds
a
like
fight to me.
that sounds like a liability.
There was also Kaufman's. It lasted from 1871 until 2006. Clothing store, 2 floors in most of your malls, owned now by Macy's. Strawbridges, 1868 to 2006. Also now owned by Macy's. And from these other stores, Zares, Hills, and Kmart, I think we know who to thank for them. You know them. I know them. Mr. Walton, Walmart. I mean, they couldn't compete. They just couldn't compete with the prices. Drugstores as well. I mean, I don't have many Rite Aids anymore. I had a Farmore at one time, gone. They just can't compete with the big shot. Woolworths was one that was a little before my time, but it lasted from 1879 to 1997. And this was a time when you also would have a restaurant inside of a store. Can you imagine being in a store? Like, I think of the food court, yeah, but like actually a sit down restaurant where you order a burger and fries or something like that. I
Hmm.
think even a good episode of Roseanne that we're going to cover down the line, she worked in one of those kind of places, and she was a waitress in that restaurant.
Hmm.
But finally, the most important part of this expired egg is I recently talked about a zipper. A zipper on a pair of pants that I had repaired for $25 as the pants only cost $35. Well, I have to say that my fellow eggs, that pair of pants is now an expired eggs because that zipper has broken.
What?
Again?
I would be marching back to the seamstress who installed this $25 zipper.
Like an old man trying to send back soup
Send
at a
back soup
deli.
in a
I think
deli.
it's about the same situation here, Matt. And that is my expired egg. I mean,
Oh,
there was a lot of stores like that are. I mean, you still have your Boscovs, you still have
yeah.
a couple places like that, but there was tons of these places that just couldn't last. Were you gonna say
Yeah.
something?
Um, so I do think the Rite Aids have been purchased by like either CVS or Walgreens. So those are just like reappropriated. So that's good, I guess.
But
Hmm.
the Walgreens and CVS's, I can't believe that I had like two. I had both of them in my town. Why is there both? I'm
Mine
surprised at
are
that.
mine are pretty much across the street from each
They're the
other.
same thing almost the same thing.
It's Pepsi and Coke. It's the it's free trade market here.
I'm just saying of all that's not lasted, I'm surprised that has for as long as it
Yeah.
has. It was
Yeah.
like a Barnes and Nobles and a Borders. Oh, Borders is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another expired egg.
I have mentioned this on the show before, But as you know, I live near the Mega Mall American Dream. There is a brick and mortar Toys R Us there. It's an actual Toys R Us,
Hmm.
Jeffrey the giraffe, the whole thing. I've purposely brought my son there because I want him to be able to experience the Toys R Us like I did. It's 2 floors,
Hmm.
and there's a slide that goes from the top floor to the bottom floor.
Where is this at?
American Dream to real Toys R Us. And
I
there's
thought they were
also
done.
Yeah, no, they're coming back. Yeah.
outside the store, there is a train that you can ride, like a little family ride. And I think Jeffrey the giraffe, who spells his name with a G, like an asshole,
Mm.
I think he drives it around the mall.
Do you remember the Toy Story from Big? It was in New York City. The
Yeah,
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 ride
with the
I've been
plant
there.
with the piano and stuff.
It's
Yeah.
FAO Schwartz, right?
FAO Schwartz, which was bought out by Toys R Us. So, and then I loved going to those toy stores in New York City, and they're both gone.
FAO Schwartz is still there.
Is it?
I brought my son there last year.
So it
It,
was owned by Toys R. That's interesting because there was FAO Schwartz toys in Toys R Us. So don't you assume that that would be owned by them at that point?
I I know nothing of its connection to Toys R Us.
I didn't plan to
I
talk
do
about this, so I didn't
know
do any
I
research.
I do know that last year we visited Rockefeller Center where
Hmm.
the big Christmas tree is, and it's there at 30 Rock, FAO
Gotcha.
Schwartz. Somebody might
That's good.
maybe I'm getting
I
something
didn't
wrong here.
I didn't realize that was a real store.
Oh
Like I think
yeah.
yeah, I didn't realize it was a real
Yeah.
store that they had. I just thought it was,
I
again,
was
a movie thing you do, you know.
I was talked out of going there because they said Toys R Us was so much better. And it was incredible. Don't get me wrong. It was like 3 floors, something like that. It was awesome. And there was like a Ferris wheel in there. It was really something. So anyway, expired eggs, guys. And well, that didn't go too badly, Matt. I thought we were going to be an hour 30. But
Yeah, we know how to tighten things up on the fly.
Yeah,
yeah,
we do.
we sure do. So why don't you go ahead and hit us with the socials?
But before I do that,
Oh
I
my.
pulled up the topic list. There was never a green eggs. This is the green eggs
How
now.
much were you not paying attention to that? Wasn't there a green eggs and ham?
There
No,
was. I swear there was a green eggs and ham.
There's a
no,
green eggs and
it's
ham.
not on the chart. Even the expired topics are still on the chart.
Yeah, I know, with a big line through them like a
Yeah. Oh,
jackass.
what wrong? How dare you use your strike through appropriately?
Again, once again with the ridiculous voice. I don't know
How
who that
dare
is.
we're three Brads and
We're three buds. What
hooking
is
up
that?
every Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere else you get your podcasts. Find us on YouTube at 3 Eggs Are Better Than One. The number 3, the letter R, the number 1. Like, subscribe, and comment. Follow us on X, Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok at 3 Eggs Are Better. The number 3, the letter R. And our individual accounts at YesManBrad, at BHarumza. I am at Purple Shirt Guy with FDI. Apologies to Bober, we ran out of time. Brad, what do you got for us next week?
We're going to go ahead with Brad's observations. We're going to run it back because this is the show.
Run it back.
That's the show.
All right,
And
Brian, take us home.
this is the show.
As we just said it, guys, this is the show. This is what we do. It's just back and forth. It's the banter. It's the fun. It's the laughs. It's the mockingness. This is the show, folks. And on that note, the egg timer's been set. We'll see you guys next week.
Where's the beef?